Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on. I've got a coffee that we've used on the program before, but I'm using this morning. Well, you know what? You'll find out. Hang on 1 minute. That is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Beth Jones very kindly sent this in. Cafe au lait creme brulee from HEB Coffee. They're out of Texas. Thanks again to Beth for this one. This is terrific. This is a medium-bodied coffee with sweet vanilla flavor and a slight caramel finish. I don't know if you can see that right there. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And why are we using this morning? Well, it's because of the email that James Sefton sent, and he wrote, "Good morning, Mark. I'm sitting in my chair watching the 3MB and just have to send this picture of the homemade cinnamon rolls." And I have a hot cup of coffee, of course. Yeah, so I'm kind of experiencing the cinnamon rolls vicariously through the the flavoring of this coffee this morning. Vanilla and with that slight caramel finish. Yeah, so I can just imagine how great those cinnamon rolls are this morning. So this was as close as I could get to what I thought the cinnamon roll would, the scent of the cinnamon rolls. Absolutely fantastic. Hang on, one more sip. And I'm using my Bob Evans coffee mug this morning. Yeah, this is a chain of restaurants, very, very popular in Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana. Originated in Ohio, down around the greater Columbus area, somewhere around there. You know what? I'll link to the website where you can get the history of the restaurants. But fantastic, fantastic place to eat. They're known for their breakfast sausage. Bob Evans, down on the farm. That was the advertising tagline for many, many years. But getting back to the cinnamon rolls, those are great. I personally like a toasted bagel, cream cheese, and raspberry jam on top of that. That is fantastic with a cup of coffee. And if you have a pastry, a favorite pastry, or a donut or bagel, whatever it is that you like to enjoy with your cup of coffee, comment below, let us know, because there's some great food that go along with a cup of coffee in the morning. Absolutely fantastic. And if you happen to enjoy a cup of coffee and a little bit of pastry while you're watching the Monday Morning Mailbag, please let us know. Well, it's great to be with you. Again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. As we like to say on the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. Hang on one more sip. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really terrific. Again, once more, Cafe au lait creme brulee. I'm on my last little bit here, but I had to make it this morning. I'm glad I had a little bit for this morning's show. Absolutely. And hey, if you're taking me along in your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really, really do appreciate it. And for those of you who are listening to the podcast this morning, thanks for tuning us in. Really do appreciate that. We have got a really, really terrific show for you this morning. We've got a really, really nice shaving tip this morning. We got a Magnet and Maggard Meetup update. Say that 5 times fast. We got some great refill comments. We're going to revisit blade glue, the R89, and some other topics in there. Really, really terrific comments from a lot of viewers out there. We've got new wet shaving gear. We're going to be looking at a couple of new shaving soaps. Also, a new razor, a little bit of a twist, but we're talking about it because it really does. It's for a good cause. And this razor came courtesy of viewer Greg from Virginia. So my thanks to Greg from Virginia for it. And it's a really kind of a timely razor as well, tied to another big event that's coming up. I'm sure you can guess what it is. And we also have some great questions and comments to go over. Really just a fun-filled, jam-packed show this morning. So thanks very, very much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. And let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Trevor Roeder, and that's spelled R-O-E-D-E-R, and I'm reading it as Roeder. Trevor, I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. Rotor. Hope I got that right. Anyhow, Trevor writes, "Hey Mark, I just recently got into shave soaps and I've bought a few pucks. I don't have shave containers to reuse yet, so I'm repurposing cottage cheese, chip dip containers, etc. Watching your videos has given me a joy with shaving that I didn't have before. So thank you for the joy and positivity you bring to the shaving community. Regards, Trevor Rotor." Trevor, thanks very, very much for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. But again, all the viewers out there make this channel what it is. And you can't help but have a lot of fun doing a show like the Monday Morning Mailbag when viewers are so positive themselves with all the information that they contribute and their generosity. It's just really, it's really at a different level altogether. It really is wonderful. So I look forward to doing these shows because the viewers out there are so great. So my thanks to all the viewers out there for the great support that they've given the channel. And again, as I like to say, without you, this microphone would be silent. So thanks to all the viewers out there. And Trevor, thanks for the nice words. But also, thanks for a really, really terrific shaving tip. Yeah, if you don't have any shaving containers just yet, let's say you're buying something new from Sterling or Phoenix Shaving and you want to reuse those shaving containers down the road, well, you got to get through those soaps first. Well, hey, yeah, a cottage cheese container, a chip dip container, those are, that's a really good way to do it, repurposing those for shaving soap. That's really a good way to go about it. Clean them out nicely and that sort of thing, and I'm sure that they'll just work just fine. So a really, really great, practical, repurposing shaving tip. Thanks very, very much for that, Trevor. And to say thank you, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it here on the morning shaving tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Trevor, again, thanks very, very much for a great practical shaving tip. Really do appreciate it. Well, we have a magnet update for you this morning. As you may recall, James Sefton sent along these small magnets right here, and he uses them on the bottom of his razor handles, and he kind of glues them in place so he can pick up razor blades, that sort of thing. And we're giving them away. And if you want a magnet or two, all you have to do is send along a self-addressed stamped envelope. Put a couple of stamps on there just to be on the safe side. And if you want to know where to send that self-addressed stamped envelope, just email me at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and in the subject heading, put the word magnet. That's all you have to do. You'll get an automated reply with an address of where you can mail your self-addressed stamped envelope. And when we get that, we'll take a magnet or two, pop it in the envelope, and mail it back to you. So thanks again to James Sefton for the small magnets. And again, just send along a self-addressed stamped envelope, and that's how you do it. And I just wanted to remind you of that. So thanks again to James Sefton for sending along these small magnets and self-addressed stamped envelope, and you get a couple of magnets or so. Thanks again, James, and thanks to everyone who is responding. Really do appreciate it. Well, here's your Maggard Meetup update. The Maggard Meetup tickets went on sale this past February 1st, so they're on sale right now. We'll have a link to where you can get your ticket. They're $35 each, and the meetup this year takes place on April 20th, 2024 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. at 124 South Winter Street, Adrian, Michigan, 49221. And for the $35, you get a $12 meal voucher for participating restaurants. You get an entrance into drawings for door prizes, guaranteed 100 plus winners, some big ticket items. Just make sure you get your ticket purchased before 4/18/2024 to qualify for that. Guaranteed samples and freebies from most of the vendors there, and a massive pay it forward table. I went to this last year. I had an absolutely outstanding time. It was great to see everyone there. Great vendors there. A really fantastic PIF table. And the meal voucher was great. I stopped at Culver's on my way home. That was fantastic. I got a butter burger. Absolutely fantastic. Anyhow, you can go up to the website there. Again, we'll link the page. You can get all the information of all the participating vendors and downtown food choices. And there's going to be an after meet gathering from 9:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., which is Saturday night at the Hampton Inn and Suites conference room. And of course, they have hotel information up there. And yeah, it's just a lot of great information up there regarding the meetup. It really is a terrific, terrific event. I've got my ticket, and I hope to see you there too. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Just get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more. And the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and now right here on YouTube. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low, that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on 1 minute. That is terrific. That is a really good cup of coffee. Again, Cafe au lait creme brulee. And thanks again to James Sefton for making me want a bagel with cream cheese and raspberry jam this morning. It goes perfect with coffee. Okay, that's just me. I know a lot of you out there have your favorite pastry or Danish or bagel or English muffin, whatever it is you have with your coffee. So let us know in the comments below what you like to have with your coffee in the morning. All right, we got some great refill comments this morning. Hang on, one more sip. Absolutely fantastic. Man, it's a great cup of coffee. We have some great refill comments this morning. Let's kick it off with something from Zach Norton at Norton Custom Design. Of course, he sent along this beautiful universal razor case that we talked about last week. And he wrote, thank you so much for featuring my case. I didn't expect to get to see so many razors get tested to see what does and doesn't fit. Of course, if anyone needs a longer handled version of the case or any other adjustments, y'all can always reach out and I'll try to whip up something for you. The Goodfellas razor looks very tempting to get. Yeah, well, this universal case is fantastic because a lot of great razors fit in this case. We talked about it last week. Check out the previous Monday Morning Mailbag for the review on this. This was recommended by viewer Wally Pankowski. Absolutely fantastic item. And Wally also left the following comment. Another fantastic 3MB. Thank you very much, Wally. This is such a great start to my Monday mornings. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have Norton's Universal Travel Case and also their razor stand. These are fantastic tools and a must-have for all wet shavers. Just so all viewers know, Zach at Norton can modify the stands to accommodate your razor collection. Fantastic tools. Wally, thanks very much for confirming that. And again, razor case is wonderful, and Wally has shared the razor stands with us in new wet shaving gear in a previous Monday Morning Mailbag. They are absolutely awesome. Zach Norton is producing some wonderful 3D printed shaving gear. So check out his Etsy store. We will have it linked below. So thank you very much for that, gentlemen. Really do appreciate that. William Murphy wrote, great 3MB, Mark. Lots of great info. The Goodfellows smile sounds good. You know what? Let's show you that because Zach mentioned it. This is the Centesi right here. Boy, this is a great razor. 303 stainless steel. They also make an aluminum version. And yeah, William, it's a wonderful razor. It really is. The beautiful Titleist Velocity 1 razor is a lot of money to spend on a razor that may not work for someone. Well, this is in regards to the review that viewer Joel Torano sent the channel. We ran it last week. He has one of these beautiful $1,000 Velocity One safety razors. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's Swiss made. It's precisely machined, and he likes it. It's giving him some great shaves, and we look forward to him sending along additional contents as his shave journey continues with that razor. It's absolutely gorgeous. William continues here. I have my eye on a Tatara razor. Maybe you can contact Ken Surfs on how to get a George brush made, and maybe a picture of George on the top of the handle. This is in regards to the possibility of maybe doing a George brush of some kind. Ken Surfs offers shaving brushes, and he's done so with looks like a great deal of success, and really, really great positive response from the wet shaving community whenever he offers these shave brushes. We talked about one last week in New Wet Shaving Gear. Mark Bagwell sent in a review, an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous shaving brush from Ken Surfs. We'll link it again, and we'll link his channel. And yeah, you know what? I might contact Ken Surfs and ask him a few questions and see how to go about it. So yeah, very, very good suggestion, William. Thanks very, very much. Looking forward to the Maggard meetup as I have made my hotel reservation. Hope to see you there. Have a great week. Well, I hope to see you there too as well, William. That's great to hear. I have my ticket. And again, I hope to see everyone there. Tickets are on sale right now. Great to hear, William. Again, I hope to see you there. Let's see. Ken Frederick said, it's the mystery of the Russian glue conspiracy. Laugh out loud. Great episode, Mark. Take care. Hey, Ken, thanks very, very much. We did a deep dive courtesy of Al Spencer last week on glue on razor blades. If you missed it, check out the previous Monday Morning Mailbag. It was a really, really neat dive by Al Spencer. And Al, thanks again for that. Really do appreciate it. Jimmy V Photography wrote, I would definitely buy a synthetic George brush, 24 millimeter knot. Thanks very much for that, Jimmy. I really do appreciate it. Don't care how much it costs. Thanks for that, Jimmy. Really do appreciate that. Maybe one of the viewers who are so clever with 3D printing could create one. Maybe if they could just make the handle, we could put our own knot on it. I don't know how to do it, but it would be fun to have. Yeah, great suggestions, Jimmy. Thanks very, very much for that. He also adds, Beth, thanks so much. I appreciate your kind word. Beth Jones left a very, very kind word regarding Jimmy V's review of a Bundabeard shave soap and Menorah Platinum razor blade. It was an absolutely fantastic, fantastic review. Again, I believe that was in the last week's Monday Morning Mailbag, so check it out. If you haven't seen it already, it was really a fantastic review, and I agree with Beth. Really, really top-notch, Jimmy. So thanks again for that. Really do appreciate it. Chris Eikenberry wrote, I agree with Mark Bagwell that the Mula R89 is a great razor. I recently got one, and the first shave was great. It's definitely a great addition to my rotation. Yeah, we talked about the R89 in New Wet Shave Gear previously. Here it is in my display case right here. Mark Bagwell very, very kindly sent this to the channel. We did a review on it last week. It really is a fantastic, fantastic razor. Paired up with a Mula razor blade, it really delivered a nice, nice shave. And it's a daily shaver. You can use this every single day. It's mild enough to use every single day. And you will be hard-pressed to nick or cut yourself with this. Perfect for beginners, and experienced wet shavers will appreciate it as well. And again, I love that handle. I love the black and chrome. It's just absolutely fantastic. And one more word on the handle. It's grippy without being sticky. I don't know what they've done, but man, it's a great, great handle. I mean, it just feels so solid and sure in the hand without slipping away. It really is a terrific, terrific razor. The R89 from Mula, really, really wonderful. So my thanks again to Mark Bagwell for very kindly and generously sending it along to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers out there. Thanks again, Mark. Really do appreciate it. And Chris, thanks very, very much for the comment. I'm so glad that you're enjoying your R89. Andrew Hill wrote, wonderful show. First off, Black Rifle makes some wonderful coffee. I agree. Black Rifle coffee is awesome. Every kind I've tried, I've enjoyed. My own coffee this morning was Green Mountain Black Granite. That sounds wonderful. A dark roast and smooth coffee. Great new shave gear segment. Really like the look of the R89. Yeah, I love the look of this also. As I become more adept at wet shaving, I find myself looking at more aggressive razors or blades. However, I'd like a few opinions on some of the more aggressive blades out there. I've used feathers, but to be honest, I'm not a fan. Great show, Mark. Have a great week. I can tell you right now that I did a shave this past Friday of shave soap we're going to be talking about in new wet shave gear, and I used the Persona Red. My gosh, was that a sharp blade. That was right up there. I'm so glad I used the shave soap with CK6 because that really gave me a lot of great protection. It could have been far worse with a lower quality, big box store, off the shelf kind of shave soap. But I'm glad I had the Phoenix shaving product because it really gave me a lot of protection. Persona Red. That is a sharp blade, but very, very smooth. I forgot how sharp and smooth they are. I use the German-made ones, and they also were made in Israel, which a lot of wet shavers really, really like a lot. The German-made ones are made on the same equipment that was moved from Israel to Germany, according to what Mark Bagwell was telling me. So it's the same blade, just made in a different location. And yeah, try the Persona Reds. Those are really sharp, but very, very smooth, but respect them. And I would say they're probably a little sharper than the feather and probably smoother than the feather. In my opinion, I'm going to have to go back to a feather and maybe do a side-by-side comparison of them. But that's just one off the top of my head. So thanks for that comment, Andrew. Really do appreciate it. Bart Buzz, I think this is Bart Bartlett. Bart Buzz wrote, I'm always learning something new from the Monday Morning Mailbag. Well, you know what? Me too, because the viewers are so great and generous with this wonderful information about the traditional wet shave. Believe me, I learn a lot as well. I don't think a $1,000 safety razor can be topped. And the glue, no glue debate has certainly gotten the publicity. I did check one of my Persona Comfort Coated USA blades. While there was a touch of glue on the wrapper, I can confirm there was none on the blade. So if glue hinders your shave, we know which blades to avoid. Almost all of them. Good point, Bart. Really do appreciate that. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes wrote. The glue on the blades and which country made could take some more statistics. How about blades from Vietnam or from South Korea? New Platinum ST300 seem to have no glue, at least the ones which came packaged with the cheap razor from 3 years ago have no glue on them. Thanks very much for that, 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes. He's talking about the Dorco. These are them right here, ST300s. And you can see that right there. The ST300s and the ST301s are the same blade as I understand it. And mine says ST301 here, as you can see, ST301. But I believe the ST300s and the ST301 are the same blade. The only difference is packaging. From what if I recall correctly, I think 301 comes with the plastic tuck, and the 300s are in a cardboard tuck, I think. So let's open one up. Here it is right here. Let's see if it has any glue on the blade at all. I don't know. Do you see anything? Do you see anything there coming through? I don't think so. Let me see. Let's open this up. Look at that. Absolutely no glue. No glue at all. Look at that. There's no glue there. Let me take a closer look. No glue. There's no glue on the Dorco ST301, and 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes says there's no glue on the ST300s. And again, I think the only difference is packaging. So if you can confirm that, please comment below and let me know about the difference between 300 and 301. I think it's packaging, but there you go. The ST301s from Dorco, no glue. And this is a good, basic, all-around blade. Really, really nice price point for 100 of them. And I used these early on in my wet shaving journey, and I'm gonna pop them into a razor again because I think they really did a nice job, as a beginner wet shaver in mild razors. So check those out. The Dorco ST301s in the plastic case. Yeah, so thanks very much for that 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes. Really do appreciate that. This is from Soham Konar. Hey, Mark, have you tried the Seaforth Black Watch shave soap from Spearhead? I have not. I believe we gave out a complete set of Black Watch, the shave soap, the aftershave splash, I think the EDT, and I think the bar soap. I think in one of the giveaways, I can't really recall, but I think we did give that away. However, I looked in my, where I have a lot of my shave soap stored, and I recall that Seaforth Black Watch bar soap was in the goodie bag at one of the Ohio Shave Wet Meetups. Ohio Shaves, yeah, Ohio Shave, the Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup. There it is, Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup. And I believe this was supplied by Maggard razors. And you know what? I really have not, oh my gosh, that's a marvelous, marvelous scent. Now, I did sample it before cameras rolled, but again, I thought to myself, that's a marvelous scent. And just doing it right now again, it's a marvelous, marvelous scent. So you know what? I am going to get the shave soap and the aftershave for sure. And I also think they have a balm for it as well. Now, it is available at Maggard Razors. I went up to their website, and there it is right there. The shave soap is $22. The aftershave toner is $16, and the aftershave splash is $16. So I'll probably pick this up at the meetup. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait until April to get up there and pick it up there. Why not? It'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to be there, so maybe save on shipping a little bit, that sort of thing. But then again, if maybe I'll order it beforehand. I don't know. We'll see. But if I don't, I'll get it at the meetup. So yeah, thanks very much for that question, Soham Konar. Really do appreciate it. It's a marvelous, marvelous scent. Really, really terrific. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes. Also left this comment. The video title alone tells us what you want to say. I have not seen the video yet, but we can expect you will show and tell that this is an excellent razor, mild and effective. Now, this has to do with the Mueller R89 review that I did, and I have a title in there that is being generated by an app I have that will kind of embellish the title a little bit so that it sounds a little more exciting, and it'll generate that title, and then I'll go in and maybe tweak it a little bit and edit it a little bit. It's amazing the tools that are available when you're editing videos and putting these videos together. To me, it's a lot of fun. And again, I will have this little app generate a title that makes the video a little eye-catching and appealing, that sort of thing. And I'll go in and maybe tweak a few words here and there and edit it to something that I really like. So that's been a lot of fun, just using the technology and all the tools that are out there. So thanks for noticing that 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes. Really do appreciate it. Ken Williams wrote, I've been looking for a mild aggressive DE to replace my Merkur 34C. I find mild works great for shaving my head. I don't think I'm over tightening, but keep popping the heads off. I'll give this a look. Thanks for introducing us to it. And again, this was regarding the Mule R89. A great razor, Ken, and I think you'll like it a lot. It really is terrific. And from what Mark Bagwell was telling me, that the folks at Mule made that a brass threaded stud right there. That's a brass threaded stud there, if I recall correctly. And yeah, so I don't think you're gonna be able to pop that cap off of that, because that really is very, very solid. At least that's my understanding. Mark, if you're out there, please comment below and let us know if you can please confirm that, if I've got that straight. And he says here, by the way, I have that exact Norman Rockwell picture hanging in my shave den. He is referring to the Norman Rockwell picture that is over my shoulder in the shave den. And that's a variation of a Norman Rockwell picture. I explained this in the Monday Morning Mailbag back in 2021. It was the October 18th, 2021 episode. It was an absolutely spectacular honor bestowed on me, I guess you could say bestowed on me, by the National Cartoonist Society. Mel Lazarus, the cartoonist behind Mama and Miss Peach, that was all his brainchild. Well, you know what? Go up to that episode and you can hear all about it. It was really, really a huge, huge honor. As a matter of fact, I told Mel, you know what? I don't have to win any kind of award from the National Cartoonist Society. This was award enough. It was absolutely fantastic. It's a one of a kind, and it was really, really very, very kind and generous of him to do that for me. So check out that episode, and you'll learn all about that. It really is something very, very special. So thanks for noticing that, Ken. Really do appreciate it. This comes from user or 60Q1UE7P. I don't know, screen name. And he wrote, Mark, good morning. I absolutely love Seville. That's Barrister and Man Seville Shave Soap right here. When I bought it, I had seen some reviews saying it was a barbershop scent. I personally don't find that. I have Rockwell Barbershop and find it to be what I would expect a barbershop scent to be. That being said, I do have Seville soap, aftershave balm, and aftershave, a must-have in my den. Have a great day and keep the awesome videos coming. Thank you very much. And Seville is an absolutely fantastic, fantastic scent. We used it recently on camera for one of the reviews, and it's absolutely fantastic. Love, love, love this scent. And Barrister and Man's shave soaps just develop a beautiful, beautiful lather. And we also have the aftershave splash. This came courtesy of viewer Mike H. and Mark Bagwell very kindly sent along the aftershave balm. And fantastic, fantastic scent. And again, Barrister and Man shave soaps, just wonderful, wonderful lathering performance from them. Yeah, like them a lot. Very, very nice. So I'm glad you're enjoying Seville shave soap. It's a must-have in my shave den as well. It's fantastic, fantastic scent. And no, it's not a barbershop scent. It's really, really very, very unique. As a matter of fact, Lee Nunez 007, that is, wrote the following: I could use Seville every day. It's so hard to describe the scent, but I just love it. The closest I can come is that it's not a sweet citrus, but savory citrus, like it's squeezed on a plate of spicy food that you eat in a barbershop. You know what? I think that's pretty darn close. That's a great description. That really is. You have got to try this scent in order to understand it. It really is terrific. And Lee, thanks for a great description. I think that's about spot on. Let's see. This is Sam Lind Chicomi, I think is how he pronounces his name. Sam Lind Chicomi. I think that's it. He wrote, "Hi, Mark. Nice shave. I'm a daily shaver and have the Edwin Jagger DE89 and the Mula R89. And with either one and a Persona Lab Blue blade, I can do a one pass and some touch-up and be almost BBS. They're great razors." They are great razors, both the DE89 from Edwin Jagger and the R89 from Eula. And I'm so glad to hear that they work so well for you. Yeah, both of these razors, I think, in the wet shaving community, one or the other is usually a razor that a new wet shaver will purchase and start getting some great, great shaves as they're learning their wet shaving technique and learning the traditional wet shave. They're both great razors for beginners, no doubt about it. And I got to give the slight edge to the Mula R89 because of the handle. I think it's a little more robustly chromed than the DE89. I'm just saying. And that brass stud in there, right there, from what Mark Bagwell told me, as I recall, boy, that's a plus too. So yeah, it's just a terrific, terrific razor. Wonderful, wonderful razor. And with the Mula blade, fantastic shave. Absolutely fantastic. Nightly Truth wrote, "I have about 2 weeks of beard growth at the moment, and I'm quite enjoying having a full beard as mine grows quickly. Plus, I get to try a different set of products like beard oil, which is wonderful, by the way. The R89 looks to be a great razor, by the way. Yeah, it really is. Again, we can't stress it enough. Absolutely fantastic razor, and I love this color scheme. Absolutely love it. And I'm wondering, Nightly Truth, if you grow a beard for the winter and shave it off in the spring. I have a few friends that do that. They like to grow a beard and have a beard during the winter months. And then when spring rolls around, they get back into a shaving routine. Is that something that you're planning on to do? Please let us know in the comments below. And thanks very much for that comment. And regarding beard oil, please share with us the beard oils that you like and prefer. And if you'd like, email me and set up a review for it. We'll share it with all the viewers out there. I know it'd be of great interest to them because there are some beard oils that can be used as pre-shaves as well. So please send me an email. Let me know. Thanks again, Nightly Truth. Really, really do appreciate it. JC Shaves wrote, my first DE safety razor is that model with the grande handle. He's talking about the R89 again. The grande handle is longer, so if you have larger hands, that might be the handle for you. I find the aggressiveness tracks with the blades. A derby blade will be very mild, where a feather will be more aggressive. I agree with Mark that a sharp blade goes very well with the R89. My favorite blades to pair with it are Kai, Rapira, Persona USA, and Gilette Nassets. Feathers have too much blade feel for me, but on a second use are great or could smooth out using your favorite technique. Hey, JC Shaves, thanks very, very much for that. We often hear that some razor blades out there are better on that second shave rather than the first, which is why some wet shavers out there will cork a razor blade on first use to kind of wear that blade down a little bit and kind of get rid of maybe some of the, take a little something off the edge a little bit, so to speak, I guess is the thinking, and go ahead and have a shave with it. And it's like having a blade on the second shave, even though you're using it for the first time. Kind of a neat technique that we've talked about in the past. And if anyone out there corks their blades regularly, please comment below or send me an email, and we'll discuss that on an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. So JC Shaves, thanks very much for that comment. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, we have a brand new shave soap from Phoenix Shaving. Here it is. Casi Perfecto right there. Yeah, how about that? We also have the aftershave splash right here. It's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful scent. Now, here are the scent notes. The top notes are green leaf, lavender, and Douglas fir. The middle notes are bright Italian bergamot, Moroccan cardamom, and cactus. The base notes are black pepper, amber, vetiver, and mahogany. And as they note here, fans of Fresco or Old Spice Fresh will love this. So if you've tried either of those Phoenix Shaving shave soaps, you're absolutely going to love this scent, and it is a beautiful scent. Yeah, it's a beautiful, fresh scent. Perfect for an evening night out. We did a shave with this. The review ran this past Friday. I'm so glad I had Formula CK6 at work because I used a Persona Red razor blade. Very smooth, but very sharp, a little sharper than I thought. And I turned up the Copper Ascension razor. I opened up that blade gap a little too much, I think, but boy, the CK6 really saved the day for me. And I got a really, really close shave. I came away with a few nicks that sealed up with an alum block, but just so you know, that Persona Red blade really, really smooth, very, very sharp, and CK6 really, really came to the rescue for me. But as they write here, here is our latest homage, Casi Perfecto. Now that's spelled C-A-S-I, and I'm reading it as Casi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. My apologies if I'm mispronouncing it, but I'm reading it as Casi Perfecto. Here's our latest homage, Casi Perfecto, a tribute to a 90s classic, Curve for Men. Chances are you or one of your friends wore the heck out of this stuff back in the day and likely still do. I actually don't even consider this nostalgic, but as relevant as ever, timeless even. However, at some point, There was a slight reformulation, and the new stuff just didn't seem as potent as the original. For that reason, we had to step in with a Phoenix reboot and not only crank it back up, but also build a collection of matching products around it for the gents still rocking this intoxicating juice. Yeah, it is really, really terrific. And the reason why they call it Casi Perfecto is that's Spanish for almost perfect. And Curve for Men was released in 1996, and 96 is an almost perfect number. If you go up to the product page, Douglas will explain all the math behind that. My head was spinning when I read it, but it's a good read. And yeah, it's a terrific, terrific shave scent. And the aftershave is wonderful. It provided great, great protection, wonderful glide, of course, formula CK6, but the scent, really, really fresh. So if you liked Fresco or Old Spice Fresh from Phoenix Shaving, you will like Casi Perfecto. There it is again. And of course, they got the baseball theme because Douglas was thinking Casi Perfecto, Casi Perfecto, a baseball player. Yeah. And you know what? It's just in time for spring training. Spring training is only a few weeks away. It really is. I mean, they're going to start playing baseball out there in the cactus leaf, where Douglas is out there in Arizona. And yeah, so, you know, baseball's right around the corner. And again, I mentioned in the review that if you're going to have an evening out, dinner, and maybe take in a night ball game, yeah, this would be absolutely perfect for those spring and summer months. Casi Perfecto, we will have links below where you can check it out. My thanks to Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving for very kindly and generously sending this along to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. Check out the review. It ran this past Friday. Again, we'll have links below. Casi Perfecto from Phoenix Shaving. Viewer Beth Jones sent along another review on a Bundabeard shave soap. This one is called Beach Bum, and here's her review. For this shave, I used the following: a Henson AL13 mild razor version 1.0, a Gillette silver blue razor blade made in St. Petersburg, Russia, Beach Bum shave soap, and the timeless lathering bowl. She also lists some of the ingredients here in the shave soap: cold-pressed virgin coconut oil, bentonite clay, Rasul clay, glycerin, etc. Well, you can see a complete rundown of the ingredients on their product page. We'll link to the product page so you can see that. Here are the fragrance notes. She writes, an aquatic flowery fragrance featuring the following notes. Top notes: bergamot, tangerine, and lotus leaves. The heart or mid notes: rosewood, driftwood, sea breeze, orange, flower, water. And the base notes are amber, crystals, rich musk, and tonka. Now, on cold, meaning when she first opened it up, it has a feminine, heavily floral powder musk fragrance forward. No particular fragrance note stands out to me, but like Bundabeard leg balm and Kirsten Sabos shave soap, Beach Bum also possesses a more complex fragrance. When hot water is applied, I detected a strong feminine floral fragrance that was mostly orange, musk, and rose forward. I could also detect a slight vanilla fragrance. I poured hot water over the puck and let it stand for about 5 minutes and began to build my lather. Beach Bum, like Kirsten Sabos, is a glycerin-based soap and requires lots of water throughout the lather building process. I loaded my brush for about 3 minutes, then I transferred the fully loaded brush to the bowl to finish building the lather. I had enough lather for 2 passes with a good amount remaining in the bowl. When I finished, my skin felt soft, smooth, moisturized, and softly fragranced. Final thoughts. Beach Bum is a high-quality glycerin-based shave soap that would be suitable for lady wet shavers and gentlemen wet shavers alike. Beach Bum is more than capable of producing a great lather. However, one must be willing to spend the time and effort required in order to produce an abundant amount of lather. A word about the Gillette Silver Blue razor blades. This was my first time using these blades, and they were very sharp, smooth, and efficient with a small amount of blade feel. They came double wrapped, and yes, I had the 4 little dots of glue on the top of the blade. Hey, Beth, thanks very, very much for a great, great review of Bundabeard's Beach Bum Shave Soap. Sounds absolutely wonderful. Folks, again, we'll have a link to the product page where you can check out the Beach Bum Shave Soap, the ingredients, and what else they have to say about it in their product description. But Beth, thanks very, very much for a terrific and thorough review of Beach Bum Shave Soap. Their glycerin shave soaps are really, really terrific. And as Beth noted here, great, great post-shave feels from their glycerin soaps. So Beth, thanks again for a really, really wonderful review. Really do appreciate it. Well, we've been talking about 3D printed shave gear. Of course, Philip Sharp sent along this 3D printed lathering bowl. Thanks again to Philip for that. And we've talked about all the great 3D printed gear that comes from Norton Custom Designs and Zach Norton. So thanks to him as well. Tom Donnarumma sent this along and he wrote, "Hey Mark, just thought the viewers would like to check out this new lather bowl and brush combo. They are a 3D printed polymer matching set from the Langley City Shave Shop in Canada. The shop is on Etsy, and I've copied the link below. The brush has a nice 28 millimeter synthetic knot, and the bowl is really easy to grip." And again, folks, he provided the link, and we will provide that in the description below, to the Etsy store for the Langley City Shave Shop out of Canada. It looks absolutely beautiful, Tom. Thank you so much. He also adds this regarding the lathering bowl. The textured bottom really whips up the lather. Wow, absolutely beautiful, Tom. Thank you so much for sending this along and sharing it with the viewers out there. Again, folks, the Langley City Shave Shop out of Canada. Say that 5 times. Langley City Shave Shop. Langley City Shave Shop out of Canada. They have an Etsy store. We'll link it below. Tom, thanks again very, very much. Well, we have a brand new razor to show you, and it comes courtesy of viewer Greg from Virginia. And he writes, "I sent you a small gift, a brand new Gilette Labs cartridge razor to try. It's the limited edition NFL Green Camo Edition handle. I know it's a cartridge razor, but sometimes it's good to mix things up and could generate a lot of conversation with your viewers. It's brand new and never taken out of the box. I hope you can use it to generate a new video." Yeah, we're definitely going to be reviewing this. Thank you very, very much, Greg, for sending this along. Really do appreciate it. This is the NFL Salute to Service edition of this Gillette Labs razor right here. And of course, as they note here, it has an exfoliating bar on it, and we'll get into that. And we'll also get into the NFL Salute to Service aspect of it because it really benefits a very, very good cause. We also like to talk about cartridge razors from time to time because you're not allowed to take a safety razor in your carry-on bag anymore when you fly out of town. They will confiscate the safety razor, even though you don't have any safety razor blades in your DOP kit, in your carry-on bag, they're going to take it. So the only option you have in a carry-on bag is going to be a cartridge razor. So from time to time, we like to talk about cartridge razors, and this one might be a very, very good fit for you, as you'll soon see. Here's what they have to say about the Gillette Labs men's razor. The Gillette Labs men's razor with exfoliating bar is designed for effortless shaving in one efficient stroke. Here are the key features. Exfoliating bar. The razor has a built-in exfoliating bar that removes dirt and debris before the blades pass, ensuring a clean and comfortable shave. Comfort and closeness. Equipped with Gillette's best razor blades, this razor provides incredible comfort and closeness during shaving. Premium magnetic stand. The kit includes one handle, 2 razor blade refills, and a premium magnetic stand for convenient storage. So let's open it up and let's show it to you here. Again, this is the NFL Salute to Service. And, there's a big game this Sunday. I don't think we can say the actual name of the game because of copyright reasons, but it's a big game on Sunday, which is why we're also talking about this razor, because it's NFL Salute to Service. All right, so let's remove the sleeve right here and let's get a look at the razor inside. And here it is right here. Very, very nice. and it has a nice guard here on the cartridge head. It's a 5-bladed cartridge head. Let's take that off. And the neat thing about this, it has what they call their 2D disc. All right, so not only does the head pivot like this, but the head also pivots side to side like that. So it conforms to all the contours of your face. That's how they're marketing it. And of course, just pushing this ring upward removes the cartridge head, and it just clicks back into place very, very easily, very, very simply. A nice heft to the handle, and of course, this is the camo design for the NFL Salute to Service edition. Now let's take a look at the magnetic base that they have here. Okay, it's in the bottom of this box right here. We'll just pull it out, and there it is right there. Okay, has some nice weight to it. And let me make sure I can hold this without anything falling over. Okay, so there it is right there. Let's get a look at it like that. Very nice, isn't it? Very, very nice. Okay, just kind of like that. All right, I want to make sure I don't drop anything on my keyboard, that sort of thing. So really nice, a nice weighted base, and the razor fits in there very, very nicely, and it's angled to where it looks like it'll dry out nicely. The water will drop from it, just, as it's angled forward like that. Very, very nice. And again, it has the pivoting head and the side-to-side action from that 2D disc, I believe is what they call it. Now, here's what they talk about regarding the NFL version Salute to Service. Gillette Labs has introduced a special NFL Salute to Service razor that pays heartfelt homage to service members, veterans, and their families. This razor features the official NFL Salute to Service camouflage design and includes built-in exfoliating bar technology for an ultimate shaving experience. It's a unique way to show appreciation for those who serve. Now, remember, this razor isn't just about shaving. It's also about supporting organizations like the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, TAPS, and their Military Mentor Program. TAPS provides support to those who have lost a military loved one, while military mentors help children left behind, including teaching them how to shave when a parent is absent at home. That is really, really wonderful, and I hope they also expand that to safety razor use. That would be really, really nice, but this is a really, really good first step, mentoring a child, a military family child, and how to use a cartridge razor, how to learn how to shave. Yeah, that is a really, really terrific program and a really, really worthy cause. So that's another reason why we're talking about this cartridge razor here today, the Gillette Labs men's cartridge razor with exfoliating bar, the Salute to Service design, the Salute to Service version right here with the camo handle, really is terrific. And again, nice weight, a pivoting head this way and also side to side, so it hugs all the contours of your face. Really kind of a slick design. So we're going to review this for sure and do a shave with it. 5-bladed cartridge razor head, so you know that. And again, nice weight, and that 2D disc, I think is what they call it. Let me see on the side of the box. 2D flex disc, that's what it's called. 2D flex disc right there, because it flexes side to side. And it also has a trimmer right here on the back side of the cartridge head, right here. A trimmer, so you can get into those, get up underneath the nostrils and get those little bits, that sort of thing. And the exfoliating bar, which is a big selling point that they're pushing right now, I guess. And it comes with a nice guard here, and we'll just put that back in there like that. Yeah, really, really terrific, terrific razor, cartridge razor. And again, you cannot take a safety razor in your carry-on bag anymore. You're going to have to take a cartridge razor. This might be a very, very good fit for you because of the features that we just mentioned. And it really helps a very, very worthy cause, NFL Salute to Service. So again, my thanks to Greg for very, very kindly passing this along to the channel, allowing me to share it with all the viewers out there. We'll have links below where you can get this on Amazon. There are a number of varieties out there with a different number of razor heads and that sort of thing that are available. A lot of different packages. So we'll link to some of those where you can see those. And again, thanks to Greg for passing this along. Really, really do appreciate it. The Gillette Labs men's cartridge razor with exfoliating bar. This is the NFL Salute to Service version. Greg, thanks again very, very much. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. Viewer Donald Lyons writes, wow, I was AWOL from wet shaving for years. Thanks to you and a couple of other YouTubers, I jumped back in with the Rockwell T2 stainless steel and Nasset and Gillette Platinum blades, and the transition has been seamless and utterly fantastic. Just love this razor. Darn fine shave and BBS galore. I'm now thinking about a second razor, and the titanium stainless steel and the Konsul XL are incredibly tempting. Would appreciate your thoughts. By the way, I love your passion and enthusiasm. Keep it up. Wish we could have a beer or whiskey together sometimes and share war stories. Thanks. That's from Donald Lyons. Donald, I'll be happy to get together with you for a cup of coffee anytime. Absolutely. And yeah, the Rockwell T2 stainless steel razor is absolutely wonderful. It is tuned a little milder than some of the other adjustable razors out there. Certainly a little milder than the standard Rockwell T2 razor, but really a terrific, terrific razor. Delivers some beautiful, beautiful, mild, smooth, efficient shaves. And again, it's got that adjustability from 1 to 6, and it's very, very well made. An absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor, no doubt about it. Now, I happen to have the standard Konsul razor right here with the stand. This razor is absolutely wonderful. I highly recommend the Konsul razor, although a couple of caveats here. It is a slant razor, so if you haven't used a slant razor, you probably should purchase a slant razor in about the $20 to $35, $45, $50 range, something like that, in order to really kind of become familiar with how a slant razor head feels. You're not going to change up the way you shave with a slant razor. It's going to be the same kind of motion as a standard DE razor, but it is going to feel a little different because of that slant, the way it shaves away the whisker. So I would definitely go with something like the Icon X3 slant razor. Boy, this is a mild performer. It's a wonderful slant razor. It is beautifully efficient. It comes with the aluminum head. The end tabs of the blade are enclosed in the razor head, and it comes with a stainless steel handle for about $45. Sometimes I'll see it on sale up there for a little less, but it really is a terrific, terrific slant razor. If you want something that's mild, that will introduce you to how a slant razor feels, this is the one that I like to recommend, because it is a full slant razor, and it delivers a mild shave, and it gives you, it introduces you to how a slant razor feels. Now, with the Konsul, of course, it's a two-piece razor. The base plate is attached to the handle, and of course, here is the cap right here. Adjust from 1 to 6. It is 316 stainless steel. It is absolutely beautifully, beautifully built. It has this wonderful, I believe they call this diamond knurling handle. It's absolutely fantastic. I believe that's what I have here. It's absolutely a wonderful, wonderful razor. Now, there is one caveat here. You have to pay a little closer attention to loading a blade. And the reason is because, because of the slant configuration of the cap. When you load a blade into the cap here, these tabs are not quite tall enough to poke through that inside channel of that blade. So you kind of have to press it. I find that I have to press it in, and I have to then hold it with the tips of my fingers like this, and then marry it up very, very carefully so that the tabs that are poking through hit those slots right there, and then the blade will be nicely aligned. You'll know if the blade is not aligned. You'll definitely know. and you'll know when the blade is aligned because it delivers such a wonderfully smooth shave. But that's the only little bit of a cautionary note that I would have. Pay extra attention when you're loading a blade with this razor. Now, I know Matt Pisarcik, his method is just to place the blade on top like that and then just drop the cap on and then you're good to go. And that works for him, and that also works for some other wet shavers. I have yet to really master that technique. I'm going to have to do it a little more often. And of course, if you're using this as a daily razor, I think loading the blade is going to become second nature for you. It's only when you have it in your rotation and you're using it maybe once a week, that sort of thing, maybe once every 2 weeks, something like that. That's when you're going to have to kind of shift gears and pay a little closer attention to loading the blade. That's my only point in all this. It's a beautiful razor. Just pay attention a little more closely when loading a blade. But it really just delivers a beautiful, beautiful smooth shave. So yeah, I highly recommend the Konsul razor. This is not the XL. The XL I think is a little longer handled. This is their standard handle, and it really does just delivers a wonderful, wonderful shave. And I also recommend you get the stand. Absolutely, because I have the Envoy, which also can accommodate this stand as well. So they're both great, great razors. So Donald, I hope that information helps you make an informed decision regarding your next razor purchase. The Konsul is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful razor. It's a slant adjustable razor. It's the only slant adjustable razor on the market throughout the world, my understanding. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful razor. But you might want to buy a slant razor that's a little more affordably priced before you try the Konsul. That's why I recommend the Icon X3. It's less than $50. Aluminum and stainless, really, really very, very well built. Nice, mild shave, and it will introduce you to how a slant razor feels. So thanks again for the comment, Donald. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer Bob Leroux wrote, Mark, I get the impression from you and others on YouTube that we shouldn't put blades into our razors until we're about to use them. I put mine in the night before. Could you clear this up for me? Bob, I don't think there's much of a difference. The only reason why I'll load a razor blade while I'm doing the shave or during the shave is because that little extra time in loading the blade, unwrapping the blade, disassembling the razor, and then loading the blade, that sort of thing. That little extra time allows the lather on my face to soften the whisker a little more, moisturize the skin, that sort of thing. That's the reason why I do it that way. I don't think there's anything wrong with loading a razor blade the night before. I think a lot of viewers out there do it that way because it's just part of their routine. The blade is already loaded. Now, we talked about the Konsul razor here, and I talked about how you have to pay a little closer attention to loading the blade. Well, whenever I do a review and I use the Konsul razor, I have learned just to preload the blade when I'm doing a shave with the Konsul razor because I need to pay attention to it a little more closely, make sure that it's seated correctly. I did do a review of this. I did do a review with the Konsul razor, and I can't remember which review it was, but that first swipe, I thought, oh, wow, I did not, the blade is not seated correctly. And it's just one of those things that happened, and I just undid it and just reseated it, and then we were good to go. And night and day, beautifully, beautifully smooth shave. Yeah, I don't think there's much difference between loading a blade the night before and just going right into your shave. But again, the only reason why I load a blade during the shave is because I have a lather on my face. I've already painted it on, and I'm letting that lather soften the whisker a little more, moisturize the skin, that sort of thing. And it also allows me to show the viewers how stable that lather is, whether or not it's going to start fading away and breaking down in the time that it takes me to load a razor blade. So that's another reason why I do it during the shave. I want folks to see that the lather has been very, very stable. It's remained nice and moist and creamy and yogurty on my face while I'm loading that razor blade. But that's kind of the long and short of it. Folks, I'll leave it to you. Comment below and let us know, do you load your razor the night before or do you load your blade during that shave? Please comment below and let us know. Bob, thanks again for a really, really great question, which will, I think, generate a lot of discussion. Thanks again, Bob. Really do appreciate it. Well, we received a rather interesting blade test from viewer Nicholas Marion, and he wrote the following: "It appears I had fallen complacent in my blade choice for 2023. I unknowingly stuck with Voskhod and rarely switched to different blades until tonight. I have a 6-day growth, almost pullable with fingernails, and set out my top 4 blades and used them all on one shave. 2 different brands on each cheek and the 4 different brands on sections of my neck. I took a shower and shaved with the 4 different blades to test them. I loaded the blades in matching Mercura closed comb razor heads, unsure of the model number. I have a few for travel kits. This kept it a somewhat blind test until I removed the blade and revealed the brand. I will say I had to be very picky in ranking them and was surprised with a bit of whisker pulling I got from the Voskhod. It's a very slight difference from number 3 to number 4, but I will say I'm still very pleased with my blade choice overall and very pleased with the 4 brands' performance in general. The Shark and the Gilette were like glass and were extremely smooth for me. I ended up finishing my last passes with the Shark, giving it the win. This is the lineup for tonight as I enjoyed the shave. Number 1, the Shark Super Chrome. That's a great blade. I like the Shark Super Chrome a lot. I'm going to revisit that one myself in my shave den. Number 2, Gillette Platinum, another great blade. Number 3, Treat Carbon Black. And number 4, the Voskhod. Well, hey, thanks very much for that, Nicholas. Really do appreciate it. Folks, have you used any of these blades before? I don't think I've used the Treat Carbon Black. Maybe I have. I seem to recall that I have used a carbon steel razor blade before. It might be the Treat blade, but again, my use of the of carbon blades is just one and done because of the breakdown, the rust, that sort of thing. I'll just use it and then just toss it. But I found that carbon blades are really, really smooth, and that Shark Super Chrome, very, very smooth. So there's his 4 picks again, folks. Number 1, Shark Super Chrome. Number 2, Gillette Platinum. Number 3, Treat Carbon Black. And number 4, Voskhod. Hey, Nicholas, thanks very, very much for the breakdown on those blades. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Al Spencer sent this along, and he wrote, "Hey, Mark, I really like the solid alum block better than the old compressed version. Not only is it much smoother, I don't seem to get as many zings. I've had it for a couple months now, and the other day it just dawned on me about the zingers." The mind is a wonderful thing. Just curious if you have experienced the same thing with the new solid alum block. Al. Hey, Al, you know what? I've been using well, here, let's take a look at them right here. This is the solid version right here. Of course, you can see I've been using both of these, and here's the compressed version, both of these from Phoenix Shaving. I like both of them, but I have been using the solid alum block more and more and more. And you know what? You might be right. I don't think I'm getting as many zingers with this one in my recent reviews where I'm using the solid alum block. It seems to be a very, very smooth, cool finish using the solid alum block. Perhaps there is something to it. Perhaps the compressed version does give me a few more zingers. I'm going to have to compare them side by side. You know, maybe after a shave, do one side of the face with the solid and the other side of the face with the compressed. I like them both. And when I came back to the traditional wet shave, I had a solid alum block that I bought from The Art of Shaving, and I didn't use it right away. I used it and found it to be a really, really good addition to my post-shave routine, and I loved using it. And then when I came over to Phoenix Shaving, their alum block was just a great deal, and it was a compressed alum block. I'm not sure how they make it, but it just wears like iron. It's really, I mean, it's almost like a solid alum block. I don't know exactly how it's made, but it is not solid. It's I don't know, it's compressed somehow. I'm not entirely sure, but it just wears like iron. It has not dissolved or broken down at all. You can see how much use I've gotten out of it. And I'm going to have to compare them side by side, but I really gravitated towards the Phoenix Shaving Alum Block because I like the larger size. It covered more surface area, and I like the really, really nice price point. I like the dry dock. I like the no-slip grip, all those kinds of qualities. But you know what? I'm going to have to do them side by side to really see. But I think, and my initial thought is you might be correct that the solid alum block is smoother and it doesn't produce as many zing. I don't know why. I don't know why. There might be some science behind that. Let me put it to the viewers. If you've tried both a solid alum block and a compressed version, are you finding the same thing, that the solid alum block is smoother, cooler, with fewer zings and stings, that sort of thing, than say a compressed alum block? Really would be interested in hearing what your thoughts are, what your experiences are regarding this. So please comment below and let us know. Al, a really, really interesting topic, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot of discussion on it. Thanks again, Al. Really do appreciate it. Here's something else from Nicholas Marion that I thought I'd share with you. Really, really kind of neat. And thanks to Nicholas for sending this along. And he wrote, I'm not sure if you're interested, but with the only bit of the old formula of Colonel Ichabod Conk Bay rum I have, I decided to put it in an unusual container. I ended up finding this 1950s, I think, uranium glass Avon jar with a lid at Goodwill. Just a cool jar for my first shave soap that I cherish. These photos show the clear glass with regular flashlight and the jar glowing green with my UV flashlight. That is absolutely awesome. And again, going to a Goodwill and thrift stores, you can find some really, really interesting containers for shaving bowls, maybe for holding your razor, a lot of different great things, holding shave soap, that kind of thing. I mean, some really, really neat stuff. And it's not a lot of money. And here's a great example of something that Nicholas calls uranium glass, an Avon jar with a lid. Got it from Goodwill. Probably got a really good price on it too. Really, really neat. And yeah, it's going to hold a very, very special shave soap because the Colonel Conk shave soaps, they've changed formulation. And well, we can get into that down the road. I think some viewers really prefer the original formulations. Let's just put it that way. And Nicholas has a container, a very nice container for a very special shave soap that he likes a lot, Colonel Conk Bay Rum. Matter of fact, I think I have an unopened small puck of that Bay Rum as well. So I might get a special container for it as well. Thanks for the inspiration. Nicholas, really, really do appreciate it. And thanks for sharing this with all the viewers. Thanks again, Nicholas. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.